All right. So in response to the help from my CEO as the senior manager working for the Deltex company, my response would be, uh, the weed-out process should not be used for this purpose because it's not much efficient for any facial recognition or identification. The wait out process or the wait out tool is not 100% accurate in terms of facial recognitions or identifications or any kind of question and answers. All right, moving on. According to the above paragraph, the wait out tools that has been used to identify someone in a firm that has been wrongly framed into a suspicious act, which later on, after on, they got into a legal matters. That's something very severe. Like, no one wants to go to jail and no one wants to get into any kind of trouble without even doing something. So these tools can be misleading, can be false. That we humans and the company that should be using these tools cannot say this for 100% that it will be safe to use. Moving on, the school of New South Wales has bought a couple of these tools to use for different purpose from their schools to increase the capability of the campus, to increase the beautification and the modification of the campus, and a lot of things. They also use this to track down the students and the alumni, like how much they're donating and how much they're being able to donate for the school. But later on, they tried this tool to for the selections of scholarships, and one of the most talented student who scored 99% of the scholarship in it, but still they didn't get this scholarship because they got screened out from this tool. So here it's absolutely clear that this tool is not recommended for any kind of screening or any kind of identifications. So how this works? So what happens? Humans designs these tools and they have an algorithm. So when the algorithm is inserted, or when the algorithm is inside, are inputted into the systems of this WeedSped tool, it functions like that. For examples, I give two sets of numbers. Set A is number 1, 3, 5, 7, and then going on. And the set B should be number 2, 4, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8. So odd and even. For example, I'm programming this into the WeedSped tool. For example, the WeedSped tool has to identify which one is odd and which one is even. So I can use this tool to identify my work. All right, let's give some example in the practical world. Every year we don't pass a single day without hearing this notice that there is no breach of data, there is no breach of funding from a company. How it happens? In the US report of Flogger 2012, we can find that around hundreds and billions of dollars get laundered and goes into the wrong hand, theft and cybersecurity breach and different other things. How can this happen? Because people are getting more reluctant and more they're relying more on these projects, they're more relying more on these tools for security. So when how it happens, how it happens, for example, they're investing more on human research rather than these tools. So when you're investing on this one, they are getting rid of human intelligence. People are relying more onto this kind of devices and gadgets, which leads them to danger. So yeah, this still needs development. I believe it has more room, more time, and more research. So yeah, as the New South Wales schools has already proposed, according to the paragraph, that they're willing to pay $400,000 if the identification rate can be increased up to 98%, because the current is 70%. That's why one of the student who scored 99% in the scholarship but still couldn't get it. Yes. So yeah, from my point of view, I would definitely say the WeedOut tool should not be used yet. It needs more and more research and everything. Still, in the earlier of the paragraph, we have mentioned that yeah, it's good to identify the other kind of plants, and from the farmers, it's helping them growing their business to their farms and everything. But if you make that use into something better, something more advanced, it will not work. It's not working. It's not being accurate. So something is not better when it has some big flaws and big problematic issues like this. So I would highly recommend my company and my boss not to use this product yet. Um, and this should not be good fit for the company. This there we can find for better alternatives, and we can still have room for this one to be research and more knowledge to come up. And we should wait till that time, and we should think, and we should even if we purchase these tools, we should still not be applying them to our business or our company, rather than knowing it and putting our efforts and energy to understand the device more. Thank you, everyone.